Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome back to After the Island. We had a good episode last night. We're just finding out that there was another Paramount Plus drop this morning, so we haven't watched that yet.
Well, I tried to watch the first one, and why are they covering everything with waves?
It's so complicated.
I'm so confused.
They're making it so difficult for us to keep up, and it's already every night of the week.
Well, because, why are there wave noises going over when people are talking? It's physical waves. Just
really?
Whoosh, whoosh.
So you saw the beginning of the Paramount Plus episode?
I tried to watch the first one.
Yeah.
This morning.
Right.
And it was literally just waves.
I didn't even see it. I'm so upset.
I mean, it was stupid.
I rewatched last night to make sure I really had everything down. But it moved so quickly. But anyways, welcome back to After the Island. If you are new here, I'm Elizabeth.
I'm Alex.
And we cover the recaps for Love Island USA. Right now we're on season 3. It's going pretty well so far. There's been a lot of drama. I think it's been the best season yet is what we've been, thinking and discussing. But before we jump into it, we want to thank our incredible sponsors, HelloFresh,
America's #1 meal kit delivery service,
BetterHelp,
online professional counseling service,
and Nutrafol,
hair wellness from within.
So After the Island is brought to you by the Forever Dog Podcast Network. Listen to new episodes of your favorite comedy and culture podcasts each week at foreverdogpodcast.com or wherever you listen to podcasts. And be sure to keep up with the latest Forever Dog news by following the @ForeverDog team on Instagram and Twitter.
And as always, we will be streaming live on YouTube Monday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you do not catch the live stream, it will be available immediately after. And you can also find it on any of your favorite podcast platforms. That's an alliteration. And yeah.
Yeah, so we go live every day, 9:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 12:30 Eastern Standard Time. Oh, you did. Yes. My bad. And if you're on the go and you want to listen, don't worry. It's all there for you. So the episode that we saw in Paramount Plus, the first one, kind of leaves off with the Trina and Cinco. I almost said Trinco. that is what their couple name would probably
Trinco.
be. The whole stairs situation before bed, and then also we see Isaiah, the new Islander, coming in. We see the brunch, and
it was basically the Paramount Plus episode, was the beginning.
Yeah, it was the beginning of this episode.
I just need to say, some people did hear that kissing noise, and I swear, you guys, I don't take it back. I wasn't hearing things. I think they either took it out of the sound now.
Ooh,
in this episode. Yeah.
But I feel like Cash is already kind of coming to terms with the fact that Cinco might be moving on. So I'm like, why are they waiting on this then? But I don't know. Maybe tonight something happens. So... Oh, and then I thought I just watching it again, I think it's so cute seeing Cash really step out of her comfort zone and, making out with Cinco in the bathroom. I feel like she really noticed, I need to start opening up or, my time here isn't going to be what I want it to be.
Sorry, I caught something there, too. Did you hear? Oh, now I can tell that you're lit.
No,
so they're getting
so
drunk.
Funny.
They're getting drunk, which I love to see. I support that on Love Island.
Yeah,
it's something that just makes everything easier. Definitely in the beginning when you don't know anyone, it's way easier when you have alcohol, which if you're not underage, do not drink it. But it's easier to talk to people that you don't know and have nothing in common with.
Yeah, it's a little liquid courage.
Yeah.
I have to say, I love Amy's facial expressions and her reaction to things that happen. It is so funny. It's always she just freaks out, and it's so funny. I love it. I love her. I think she is such a great add to the villa.
She is slowly becoming one of my favorites.
She is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
And that was so solidified with last night's episode. Her reactions are so funny.
She is also so stunning and so smart. It's amazing.
I know. I totally agree. She's so stunning. And so then we see two on the couches, Cash and Cinco go for a chat, and he's like, I just want you to know it's you. Why is he saying this if he's still open to talking to Trina? It's annoying me.
It's annoying
I watched it all over again. We saw it in the Paramount Plus, and then we watched it all over again in last night's episode, and it's like, that's really bad. he can't do that.
Well, he's leading people on, and it's now annoying.
And it's making it more confusing, too.
Yeah. Well, especially, like we said in yesterday's episode, how he keeps talking about how, like, there's a sexual attraction with Trina, and, like, he just knows Cash better and, like, loves her personality.
Yeah.
Like, come up with some other...
Like, talk about her... Like, he never talks about her physical appearance, which is, like, are you... Like, I feel like when you're into it, you're like, you're so hot, you're so good looking, whatever. And he's, like, not doing that for her. And I'm like, well, if you want her to open up, like, maybe start complimenting her more or get more variety with your compliments.
Yeah. Yep.
But, okay, I also think it's been really cool that Cash has been so chill about the Trina thing towards Trina. Like, she didn't freak out. She didn't cause a ruckus around the villa, you know, she didn't puff up and get all mad. Like, it was just very, you know, this is happening. Like, she doesn't seem into drama at all, which I really respect and I like, and I feel like that's very true to her.
Yeah, and I liked how she did stand up for herself when Trina was trying to talk over her.
Yeah.
And Cash was like, she said something that I was like, okay, good for you. Like, you're literally standing up for yourself without being disrespectful.
Right. Or like going way overboard with it, or kind of
like creating it a scene.
Or making it into something it
but she deserves to make a scene because she totally was being really shady.
Honestly, I would have made a scene. So I was like, wow, I can't believe she kept it together and like handled it so well.
Yeah.
I would have freaked out.
Yeah.
I would have been like, are you joking me? Like, I would have had such an attitude towards it, and she didn't at all, which I thought was pretty cool.
Right. I think the whole thing, like, it's great that Trina owned up to it and apologized.
Yeah.
I wish that she did it sooner.
Same. I noticed something. After breakfast, they were like, Trina comes up to her and goes, finally, we can talk about this.
Yes.
So I caught that, and that means the producers probably wanted her to wait to talk about it with Cash. Like, she probably wanted to apologize the very next morning, and they were probably like, no, you guys need to wait to talk about this because of the sequence of events happening that day, which is fine. But, like, I don't think it's Trina's fault that it happened that long, but she never should have done it in the first place.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally.
Yeah. So then it kind of jumps to the helicopter.
The helicopter.
That's so epic.
I'm like, this man, he gets the best entrance of Love Island, I think, of all time.
I have a quote from Giovanni. He goes, I went down the slide. He's like, yo, I went down the slide. Why couldn't I come down in a choppa? And I was like, oh my God, he's so funny.
No, he's amazing.
He's like, I get a plastic slide and he gets a helicopter. Like, how is that fair? I thought the slide was pretty cool.
I thought the slide was a great move, Giovanni.
But it's so funny how they teased it with the helicopter circling the villa a little.
It was like low-key so close to the villa. Like, it was like really far down.
I know. I also didn't know that helicopters, well, obviously I see it in movies, but like, don't they need like a helicopter pad to land on? Like, they just landed on the grass.
There's 100% a landing pad at that place. Like, Justin Bieber stayed there.
Oh, okay.
You know.
But no, they show
where Justin Bieber goes, helicopter pads follow.
They show the helicopter landing in the grass, though. It looks just like on the front lawn of the villa, and I'm like, whoa, I didn't know helicopters like could do that outside of movies. Or
I'm sure it takes a lot of
excursions.
Permits and discussions that this man, he must have done something to earn that.
Isaiah definitely signed some paperwork for that.
Yeah, someone said, how did he get that entrance? I want to know.
Like, was he like, the only way I'm going in is if I have a helicopter?
Yeah, if I enter via helicopter.
How does one pitch that to the producers? Like, hey, can I come in on a helicopter?
Ben, I would like to come in a full yacht nude.
And then as he's coming in, Corey, I felt for him when he said this. He goes, I just can't catch a break. And I was like, no. But I'm like, Corey, don't worry. There's girls coming in.
Yeah.
I'm like, throw him a woman. So I really hope one of these 3 new girls that we're going to see tonight like him. But
I caught a little glimpse of them from the drop that I tried to watch this morning.
Oh, really?
That came out. Honestly, like, I fast forwarded through it because it was a little boring. But I just wanted to see what they looked like. And Florida is
into the villa in the drop, not the episode tonight.
No, they definitely come in that episode tonight, but I think it was like clips from later that day.
Got it.
And they're stunning.
Really?
No. Like, their pictures do not do them justice.
I cannot wait to see.
Florida is.
Who did she say she's into?
Leanne is.
Florida was into Josh, right?
Roxy is. Like, I'm offended.
I need to pull up the live chat and see what you guys are saying. I'm just having FOMO not being able to.
I know. I need a Red Bull or something.
Poor Corey. I know. I feel so bad for Corey. I think someone better like Corey because I just think he's awesome. Okay, wait. I wrote this too about my first impression of Isaiah. He's a little femme to me, but I'm not mad about it. Like the way he walks is like, it's like he has like the very femme side to him, but like I like that in a guy.
Well, he gives me like a European vibe almost.
Yeah, like the style he went
like
with.
Metro style.
Yes, very Metro. Little femme, not mad about it. And I love the light eyes.
Yeah,
like, I was like, whoa.
He's not my type, but like every girl seems to be so interested in talking to him.
He's
Florida likes Corey?
Oh, no
Let's
way.
Fucking go.
Let's go.
Yes.
That's great.
That's amazing.
Okay. That's awesome. That's the best news today.
That is amazing. Yes. Wow, thank you for that information.
Okay, wait. I had a red flag about Isaiah that I wrote down. So, in his very first sentence, he uses the "I'm genuine" twice. Like he is like, "I'm genuine" and blah 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 blah. I'm genuine. You know, the more you shove like "I'm so genuine" down someone's throat,
you're less genuine.
Like, are you really genuine though? And like, so I'm like, okay, maybe that's red flag. Maybe I'm looking way too far into it. And then he uses the word. There were 2 cringe words in this episode. 2 cringe things. Okay, situation. He's like, what's this little situation?
Oh, that reminds me of Michael.
I was like, oh, I like died a little inside. I was like, maybe not.
Oh, no.
But the other one, is in a little bit the other cringe word. I wonder if you guys can guess what the other cringe word
I have no idea what it is
before we get to it, but we'll get to it.
This episode honestly didn't give me much.
It really
sadly
didn't. I know. Oh my gosh, Olivia says too, there's like a scene of her talking to the girls about like, you know, they're talking about Isaiah and what they're interested in, and she goes, I just need someone with a little more swag.
Yeah, I could see. Well,
I was going to say I think Giovanni has so much swag, but maybe he's just funny.
No, he's funny. He's goofy. He doesn't have swag.
No.
But in his own way, he does. But
I can't. Like the suave.
But I don't see Olivia with someone like that. Now that I kind of know her, because we really don't get to know her like at all. She's funny and like she cracks jokes and is very like.
She's not getting enough of an edit. Because she's not in the drama.
Yeah. I just don't see her with, like, a swaggy man. You know?
No.
I see her with a goofy guy.
Like, yeah, I do too. I agree with that. Also, can we take a second to realize they have someone on this season that's from Alaska and Hawaii? Like, isn't that so funny that, like, both the states that are, like, not connected, you know, that are, like, they're both, like, far out states. Like, who do you really know from Alaska and, like, who do you really know from Hawaii?
No, I truly don't know anyone from Alaska.
What about Hawaii? Well, I know one person moved there, but he's not from there. Like, they're just, like, you know, like, that's kind of crazy that they're both
know anyone.
Those states. But, okay, Josh's plan is so funny. He's, like, at the breakfast table, and he's, like, conspiring with all the guys. He's like, I'm going to play it really chill. Like, I'm not going to freak out. I'm going to be really cool about it. I'm going to let her, you know, do her thing. And I'm like, oh, no. But I was like, Josh, that is what you should do. But he's like, I know she's going to try to rile me up, so I can't react. I really hope he doesn't react.
I also don't think she was trying to rile him up. I also
don't think at that point she was either. But I don't think that wouldn't change when the new girls come in. I think that might actually happen when the new girls come in. I think it might go back to them being like toxic back and forth with each other a little. You know?
I have several thoughts, but before we get into them,
let's hold that for a moment and take a quick minute to talk about our sponsors.
Are you looking for recipes that are easy to follow and quick to make? You need to try HelloFresh. HelloFresh offers 50 weekly recipes featuring a range of flavors, cuisines, and ingredients, so you'll never get bored. And you can cook these recipes in under 30 minutes.
Yes. So last night I brought the recipe card in, which look like these. The one pot pork and black bean chili. That is really hard to say.
That's a mouthful. Right now. One pot pork and black bean chili.
Okay, see, it's hard. You did better than me, but you still struggled a little bit.
No, that just hurt.
But so it was easier to make than it was to say. It was great. It was really great. I enjoyed making it. Another great thing about HelloFresh is you can easily change your delivery days or your food preferences. Like you can update if you're vegan or, you know, if you want meat or if it's like family options. Also, you can order for like 2 people or for 4. And, you know, skip a week whenever you need. It's just like it's on your schedule. So just go to HelloFresh.com/AfterTheIsland14 and use code AfterTheIsland14 for up to 14 free meals plus free shipping. That's HelloFresh.com/AfterTheIsland14 and use code AfterTheIsland14 for up to 14 free meals plus free shipping. I can only imagine what Matthew Hoffman would have to say about me saying 14 that many times.
Speaking of Matthew Hoffman making the funniest jokes about Josh.
Yeah.
Josh is going to need better help after those.
Yes. There's a couple
he is getting shit on.
Might need some therapy and some counseling. So another one of our sponsors is BetterHelp. If you're looking for a therapist that is matched to your specific needs, look no further than BetterHelp, an online professional counseling service.
With BetterHelp, you can start communicating with your therapist in under 48 hours, and you can talk to them on video or over the phone, whatever works for you. The service is available worldwide, and there's financial aid available, if that's something you need. Yeah, I mean, we always talk about the mental health.
Yeah, and how important like therapy is, and it should be more normalized in the media, and that just like not even in the media, just in general. You know,
well,
society.
Especially with islanders going through this, and they're all on an island. They have no idea what people are saying about them.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's important to come back and actually talk to someone
and take
about your experience, because a lot of people make the mistake of thinking that it's not necessary and then suffering the repercussions later.
Yeah, it's definitely important. BetterHelp wants you to live a happier life today. And, you know, so do we. So just visit betterhelp.com/aftertheisland. That's better, HELP, to join over 1 million people who have taken charge of their mental health with the help of an experienced professional. Plus, we have an offer for you. Get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/aftertheisland. That's right. We said 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/aftertheisland. So back to what you were saying with Josh and Shannon.
Matthew Hoffman's going in on Josh. He is going in on Josh.
I love it.
It's funny.
So they go over, or wait. No, so then there's finally Cash. I wrote the notes in like chronological order, even though we already covered some of the stuff. So then it's like Cash and Trina have their chat, and she admits to, you know, she tried to give him a kiss, which I'm glad she said, like, I tried to kiss him. I wasn't just like on the stairs, like being flirty, or I'm into him. She was like, I tried to kiss him, which I like, but I don't think she has any respect for Cash for doing that. Like, I wish she had a little more respect for her and waited on that.
It made me cringe when she said love you after they had that talk. I was like,
it wasn't I love you, or it was love you.
She was like, love you. And I was just like, oh,
that.
God.
Totally should have went.
It's just not. Yeah. It's not the time.
But I am glad Trina did say sorry, and she didn't try to fight Cash, like, in the second half of the convo. Like, she just sat there and she was like, I'm sorry. She said it multiple times. And I feel like she was being... Like, she wasn't being as defensive, and I feel like she's normally really spicy, and I was expecting her to get real defensive about it and, like, well, blah, 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 and I'm here for this and whatever. But she wasn't. She, like, sat there, and she actually genuinely looked like she was listening and, like, did care.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, well, I feel like she did feel bad.
Speaks to her counselor background.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you know? Like, I feel like she did feel bad.
I think she probably knows what she did was wrong.
Yeah.
And she's probably having that like thing that you feel when you go in there. Do you do it for yourself, or do you look out for your friends? And you think that you can go in there and do it for yourself until you actually make friends, and then you're like, I can't screw these people over.
Right. So all the girls are then back in the dressing room, and they're getting ready for the day, and Amy is such a mood. She's walking around and she's like, I just want this in a man, and I need this. I need affection. I want more attention. I want to be treated like a queen. And I was like, good for you. Like,
literally not Jeremy being inattentive.
I know.
The first freaking week.
And I'm glad she, after this, like, sat down and told him what she wants.
No, I know. That was incredible. I did not expect that to happen.
Yeah.
Even though I should have, because Amy is a bad bitch. I love that she was just like, I like little things, and the littlest things are the biggest things to me. And I feel like so many people can relate to that. And he was like, yeah, same with me.
You're like, okay.
Thank you for giving us nothing, Jeremy.
He really isn't giving us anything. I think we could see him maybe on his way out soon. Not that we, like, really dislike you, Jeremy, or anything, but I do see your time shortening each week. You know, my my thoughts.
Yeah, wait,
so they were getting ready for the party actually at this point, I think.
Can we touch on something though? Just going back to the Cinco Cash Trina situation.
Yeah.
Cash being in the dressing room and like going up and she sees Shannon, and I think that she must have seen Trina and Cinco talking or something, and she started crying and she was like, I don't deserve this. Like, I deserve someone who's fully in for me, not like teetering on the edge of me or another girl that's supposed to be my friend. I think she's totally right. I think she should drop him, to be honest, and own it, being whether it's being single and waiting for a new guy to come in. I don't know. Was she interested in Isaiah?
No. I think she just likes Cinco, but maybe I don't know. Maybe there's someone else that could come in.
I could see them bringing in.
Focused on Cinco.
I need her to like walk away from it, because I know that she sees it. She's like, I don't deserve to be treated like a second choice or even like one half, you know?
And I feel like that goes for everybody, and like very true to the real world too. Like when someone's like half in, it's not worth your time. Like you want someone that is all in. Like, if they're not all in, you're wasting your time.
Right. And Cash honestly realizes that about herself, and someone made a good point. Like, no one's hating on Trina, we're just calling out the actions that we don't agree with, and other people might have other opinions. But I think, like, obviously Trina is not bothered by having to compete with someone to get a guy, and if she ends up with Cinco and she finds that that's the best way to handle it, then
Also, at this point in the dressing room, they're like all getting ready, and like all the girls have wet hair, no makeup on yet. Amy still had wet hair, wasn't doing her makeup yet, and all the girls are doing their makeup. And she took a break and went over and was like massaging Cash's shoulders and like kind of checking in on everyone. And I thought that was pretty cool that she did that. And
good friend.
It wasn't just it shows that she's a good friend, not just worried about getting ready. Like she went over and was like, using some of her time, because you have no time to get ready. So that time is valuable.
Yeah, it is. That's true.
So I thought that was cool. Oh, I did make a note that all the wine glasses for the party they had at night were really cool.
I did not.
Like all rainbow.
How do you notice these
wine glasses?
I did not notice that.
I noticed them because I want them for myself.
That's hilarious.
I want them for myself.
So oh my God, this next one literally sent me.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Okay, when Amy and Isaiah are talking, they have great connection, are having great conversation. I forget fully what they were talking about, but they were talking about things that were more than just like, so where's your head at? Who do you like here?
Yeah.
Like they started talking about, Amy's vegan, and he asks her, oh, why are you vegan? Or like, how do you do that? And she's like, for my kids. And I swear to God, she probably stopped America, because we all probably were like,
I was like, what?
What? How did we not know this?
My jaw dropped.
I was crying when he was like, hold up, what?
He's like, I don't know if I'm ready for that.
It was the funniest, like she just literally did it quick as a whip, and I thought that was so funny. It just attests to like how witty and quick she is in conversations, which I love.
Probably wanted
when
to
someone
test
is
him
like
a little
that.
To get his reaction.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It was funny.
And then she was like, yeah, I believe that I want to bring my children into a world where it's a vegan world.
Yeah, I like that.
It.
Yeah. Oh, and I didn't like this. Right after Isaiah is in the beach hut or whatever they're calling it this year, giving his little confessional. And I don't know if he was joking, but he was like, yeah, she told me she's vegan. We might have to change that. And I was like, that kind of threw me off a little. It kind of attested to my like mini red flags. Maybe he was joking. But
just not every guy is into being vegan. I think he was probably just
kidding. But I was like, dude, don't try to change someone.
No, I get that.
But my first impression of him is just like, there might be red flags. I might love him. I might think he's great.
All of these men have red flags. Let's be honest.
Red flags.
All of these men have red flags.
And then
that's why they're on a dating show.
And then I love that Amy just like goes right up to Jeremy. And she's like, I need more from you. Yeah.
Yep.
Like she just keeps getting in his face about it. Okay. So then Josh and Shannon sit down for a talk the next day after the party. And this is the other cringe word that no one guessed yet. He goes, crisscross applesauce.
Oh my God.
As he was sitting down.
I did hear that.
Crisscross
I heard it
applesauce.
Twice. I heard it twice and then it never left my brain.
It's so bad. Maybe we should take a poll. What?
I'm just thinking about crisscross applesauce.
Maybe we should take a poll of like what's more cringe, crisscross applesauce or situation. But also this is so funny and I know you're gonna die laughing at this.
What?
He had his hat just like resting on the top of his head. You know how like some guys like kind of when they're like D-bags, they like try to like look cooler by putting their hat like on their head, not like putting it on. You know, they rest it on top. You know
yeah, like about? it's not hugged to their head.
Was he doing this to try to look a little taller to Shannon after that comment?
Oh my god. No, because he doesn't know.
She said it to him, did she not?
No.
He doesn't know she said that?
No.
Oh my gosh.
But it's pretty obvious that he is the shortest guy in the villa. Because, like, when I saw the lineup for the recoupling,
yeah, I know.
It was like...
But I think he was doing that to maybe look a little taller because he's intimidated by Isaiah, too.
Crisscross applesauce takes the cake. Ew.
Are you for real, dude?
Oh, are we? And no, so Shannon funny. Just didn't respond when he said it, too. Like,
I know.
Until, like, a minute later, she was like, yeah. Yeah, that's what we're doing.
And then Isaiah comes and steals her. He's like, can I come steal you for a moment? I'm like, ooh, are we using Bachelor phrases now?
It's the Bachelor.
I'm for it.
We are now the Bachelor.
So they go up to the little balcony to have a chat, Isaiah and Shannon, and he was like, I'm into you. He said, like, you're my first choice, basically. And Shannon was like, I'm open for it. Mm-hmm. And I was kind of like, oh, wow. So
I don't mind it.
I don't either, but I don't want, a part of me doesn't want Josh to leave. Like
he's not gonna leave.
He can't. Leave. He's too entertaining.
There's too much going on there.
He's way too entertaining
to kick him out. Yeah,
he can't leave.
He will be saved no matter what.
Yeah, he will. He will definitely be saved no matter what. Oh, and Josh goes to the confessional to talk about Isaiah as Shannon and him are having a chat, and Josh is like, he's not just chatting, he's writing a novel and he's just plotting.
It's like, so true.
I don't disagree with you, Josh.
Well, it's because he's having real life conversations, Josh, with all the girls instead of
so funny.
Where's your head at? Do you like him? Do you want to sit crisscross applesauce?
Crisscross applesauce? Do you like my hat?
This goes for all of the guys in the villa. None of them have talked to the girls the way Isaiah has.
Stop being cringy. I'm like so sensitive myself to like guys saying cringy things. Like it's such a quick turn off to me. The minute you say something cringy, I'm like, what? Like it's just like my attraction just.
Yeah, I feel that, and like movements. It's for movements for me.
What like
some weird like.
Wait, like
I don't even know until I see it. Yeah, like just weird shit.
Weird. A lot of the guys do that kind of stuff. Like they'll be like, you're like, what the hell? But that's exactly like weird stuff that they do. You're like,
no,
okay,
it's
like,
the worst.
If that to me, I would be like, no, it's
Island
no for me.
I'm crying.
Okay.
Okay.
So the kissing
I'm like,
challenge.
wow, we're really making nothing out of this episode.
The kissing challenge.
Oh, okay. No, this was actually funny.
It was so funny. We didn't get to see any of the boys kissing the girls. They like skipped it.
Maybe.
And I wanted to see Will kissing everybody, and Kira's. Oh, I can't. We wouldn't see her face because she wouldn't know. Because how did he win? Oh yeah, true. How did he win? And we don't know that he kissed everybody. He won.
It just looks like he can make love to your mouth.
Yeah, but here's my point. The guys went first. He went and kissed everybody. And then Kira was like, I don't need to kiss anyone else, and just kissed him.
Okay, Elizabeth, I'm not here to shit on you, but it gave me you and Zach vibes because remember when you guys wouldn't kiss anyone and we were all just like, oh, you guys are so annoying.
Okay,
that's how I felt about when she said that.
I still did cheek kisses. I licked Castrol's mustache. Like I licked somebody's ear. I like kissed somebody on the nose. Like I still went around and did funny things to throw people off and be like more a part of the challenge. She just only kissed him and then left.
Did she actually?
Yes.
She didn't kiss anyone else.
No, and he kissed everybody. He was making out with everybody.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah.
That's not good. That's actually really not good.
I know. Okay, let's take one moment before we get into more of this.
Diving into that.
Kissing. Yeah, maybe everyone needs to take a break and take some vitamins. So let's see a quick word from our sponsor, Nutrafol. Are you one of the 30 million women impacted by weak or thinning hair? If so, you should try Nutrafol.
Nutrafol offers 2 targeted formulas for women that are clinically shown to improve hair growth and thickness with less shedding through all stages of life. And more than 1,500 top doctors recommended Nutrafol as an effective and high-quality solution for healthier hair. My mom being one of those.
Yes.
Healthier hair growth takes time. You'll begin to experience thicker, stronger, faster growing hair in 3 to 6 months.
You can grow thicker, healthier hair and support our show by going to Nutrafol.com and entering the promo code After the Island to save $15 off your first month's subscription. That is their best offer anywhere, and it is only available to U.S. customers for a limited time, plus free shipping on every order. Get $15 off at Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com. Promo code After the Island. Our ads are less cringe than what these Islanders did.
Okay, wait. Chat yes. is popping off. No, okay. Kira kissed all of the boys.
Yes, that's what I said.
You said she only kissed Will.
She did? I thought she only... No, she made a comment being like, I think she said,
I only like Will, so I only need to make out with him. But I think she still kissed all of them.
Oh, but only went all sexy for Will. Okay, I'm glad she did this then. I thought that it was like that, and I was like, oh no.
Okay, yeah, so let's break it down because, like, Will and who? Isaiah won?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I wrote it down. I think it was Will and Isaiah. I know it was Will was one of them. Yeah, it was Will and Isaiah.
I mean, we didn't even get to see it, so,
yeah, it was Will and Isaiah.
But the girls were the
funniest. Okay, so
the
Cash
girls are carrying the season on their back.
They are. So Cash goes first, and she goes all out with Cinco. It was super sexy. He gave her a 10, and he goes $10. He goes $10 for that Cash money.
I love it.
And I think he like gave it away to everybody else.
Oh, I love it, but I hate him. Oh,
I know. And
I'm so pissed.
Wait, who gave $6 and then Josh $5 from Giovanni? Wait, what is this?
I have no idea.
Oh, Cash. Okay, I wrote Cinco instead of Cash. Then Cash gets $6 from Josh and $5 from Giovanni, and she was just like, "What the heck?"
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Me no money.
And you know what was annoying was that Cinco like said in the confessional that he knew it was Cash or that he was talking to the guys or something.
Yeah.
He was like, "I knew it was her, so that's why I gave her that." I'm like, ew.
That's so weird.
Like, I loved them together, but now I'm just annoyed. He can go away. Cash needs someone better.
Yeah, she does.
And
then
Shannon.
Kira only got a 9 from Will.
Oh yeah, that was like a thing.
Her face was like,
she said, "You're going in the doghouse tonight."
And I'm like, yeah, right.
yeah, there's no way she's putting him in the doghouse, let's be honest.
Yeah, right. But Shannon and Trina, oh my gosh, my mouth dropped.
Shannon
was exactly how Giovanni described it.
She was Marley from our season.
Yes.
There was kissing challenge.
I'm in a car in the back seat with no driver and the car is out of control. It was so funny. She was attacking them like she was like wasted at a bar, just trying to like get all her hormones out. Like the backseat of the car was such an accurate description. Like she went for it.
His one-liners are just everything.
They are
everything.
So funny.
And she was literally grabbing people by the neck, like eating their faces off,
pulling them over the booth.
And were people falling over for her?
Yes.
Or was that Trina? Yeah,
Josh
because
was
Josh
like hanging over for her.
Someone else did too.
Yeah, they were all freaking out.
Yeah,
for Shannon.
I was like, oh my god, can she teach me something?
She was like so intense about it, and I think that's why, because no one expected like this full on intense makeout.
Yeah.
So I think it threw them off. So it was like shock value gave her points.
Yeah, absolutely
Trina, though,
iconic.
So iconic. Trina, though, went a little more, like, strategic with it, like, kissing the ears, kissing the neck, like, very sexual, you know, like she is. And I think that's how she got her 10s.
Yeah.
Like, she went with the more sexual build-up approach.
Shannon went shock value right there. She's like, bam, I'm in your throat.
I'm here. Like, and Shannon hearing the reaction when she's over on the bench, she's like rolling on the floor at like what people are saying, and she's like twerking up against the girls. She's like so proud of herself.
She seriously kills me. I need to be friends with her.
Funny.
If I'm not friends with her after this, I'm gonna be so pissed.
Oh my gosh, I have to say one thing, Josh, when he's deciding what to rate Trina, he's like, that lip bite though, and she goes, "Oh, shut up."
Oh yeah,
it's just like
he was like, "My lip is bleeding."
Yeah.
Someone's made another funny comment that Giovanni said, and it was kissing. She was kissing me like she owed me rent. I was dying. Like, he's so good.
That's really funny. And
then, or owed her rent. I don't know. Whatever. It was the funniest thing ever.
Rent, and that was like her rent money. Was the kiss. But okay, it made me sad though. I'm like laughing so much about everything, but also Cinco and Trina making out. Like Cash even said, she was like, they just make more sense together.
It hurt. That hurt because she was accepting her defeat, even though she is not defeated. She's seeing it as, I think, like, I know my worth and I know I'm better than this. So like, have him.
Yeah.
Because like, why do you want to be a part of that? Especially with someone you call your friend.
I know. So that's kind of like where the episode left off. But if you want to touch on what happened in the Paramount Plus preview thing,
I feel like there was one thing
like sneak previews for tomorrow
that happened. Wait, what was? The chat will probably know. What did Cash say when they were all talking about the kisses? When she was like, that'll be me and Cinco in bed tonight or something. Like, is that what she said? I couldn't read what it was saying because the girls had a weird reaction to it. Like, it wasn't happy, but it wasn't sad. I'm just gonna wait for the chat to see if they answer.
Cash is gonna get to know Isaiah in the drop. I like that. We need someone loyal for Cash. We do. I want someone that's like die hard for her.
There's no need to really review yesterday's drop. It was just waves.
Well, I'm like, should I even watch it today?
No, Elizabeth, like I don't even mean just like the waves in the background. It's full fake audio over the video of waves crashing.
What?
It makes no sense.
Is it because they don't really want us to know?
I don't know.
Someone goes, Giovanni needs to be with Matthew Hoffman.
Yeah, so everyone's that's hilarious.
Came back for like an episode next season and like narrated one with Matthew Hoffman and Crash.
Freaking hilarious.
He's funny.
Okay, everyone is saying she said that.
Oh, she said it'll be awkward.
She said it'll be awkward.
That's
yeah, I didn't understand that.
Well, because I feel like she put her heart out there, and then hearing that and seeing that, she probably got like recrushed after she just started opening up. Like she kept saying like, I'm making an effort to open up. I'm making an effort to open up, even if it's still not like to whatever standard of opening up is. It's still like for her opening up more than she has.
I know, and that's
gotta hurt.
And that's the thing, like going on Love Island, it's so hard, especially for someone like Cash saying that she already doesn't open up as much. Going on national television, knowing like you're being filmed and talking about things that you really don't even talk about when you're not on camera, it's extremely hard to do. And like,
it is.
I'm sure it'll take her a little bit of time because it's so hard when you just have a camera right in your face and you're like, I like you, but like if you don't like me, I'm going to die.
Okay, I have something pulling from the chat. Chex wrote in, I don't want to see Cinco and Trina together. I like almost don't eat, like I want to see them together, but a part of me thinks, what if, this is like crazy prediction coming from me, they then, have all these couples. They're going to have too many couples. I bet the Islanders are going to have to dump a couple. I wonder if they'll dump them as a couple maybe.
I don't know, because whenever I hear people talk about Cinco, they love him. Someone wrote in the chat, let's talk about Jeremy being the worst kisser. That was so sad. They're like, Jeremy, poor Jeremy. And I was like,
he looks like he would be a bad kisser. He looks like someone that would just like stick his tongue in your mouth and you just be like, get it out. No?
I don't know.
I'm trying to picture it and I'm like,
I just like don't ever picture people kissing, so I don't know.
I don't think I could.
But
I don't think I could make out with Jeremy.
He's just
I could do it. Like he would be like the last one out of everybody I'd want to make out with. Like if you had to go down that line, wouldn't you say that too?
Down the line, last person I would want to make out with.
Yeah.
Honestly, like
Giovanni would scare me. Like I'd be
no.
Like, what he would do to my face.
He'd be the first I know. Make out with.
It would be scary though. Like I don't know what he would do to my face. I feel like he'd be like biting your tongue and licking your teeth and like doing all kinds of weird stuff.
I feel like this is my one reason I wouldn't want to kiss Will, because like he's obviously very experienced with his tongue, and I wouldn't want to be embarrassed.
That's really
funny. That's how I feel about that.
Oh my gosh.
I was trying to think of one last thought. There wasn't really much that happened in this episode. But so we have the 3 new girls coming in tonight.
I'm so excited to see
them. So on that like drop or whatever it is, they're playing a game, and it's a box game. Honestly, I didn't listen to the instructions, but it looked like they had endless amounts of boxes that they were like sending around the fire pit, and I think it had dares.
Oh, it could be. Remember how they put like an object and you had to guess like whose object it was?
No, it's not. It's not that. It's like
dares.
One was I dare all of the girls have to make like an O face, and whoever wins like gets to kiss someone. I don't know. Yeah, they did a full O face.
No way. That's wild.
So wild, because I would be like,
I would not be able to do
that. I would not be taking part of this.
And then I get kicked out. Like, we'll just watch everybody else.
This is exactly why we would never be on this season.
No.
Never be asked to come on. Someone said Selly's new tweet. I gotta look at it.
What is it? Or if you could write.
Someone write Selly's tweet in here. I want to read it. It's so funny.
Where do you guys watch the drop? On Paramount Plus?
No, I think the drop is on CBS.
Oh, really?
This is why it's so confusing.
What?
Paramount Plus has an episode every Monday, I think, is what I gathered. And then the drops come out. I don't know. We've gotten 2 drops in the past 2 days, right?
Yeah. I'm not sure. We're just gonna have to wait and see how they lay all of that out and how they format it.
Who knows? Well, we are gonna end this a little early because we have a special guest for you guys.
We do.
We have the interview that we did with our queen, ARIELLE.
Yes.
We only did get a little bit of time with her, so we
busy woman.
Could only ask a few questions, but
it was great.
It was so much fun.
It was a really great interview. I think you guys will really enjoy it. Like, I was surprised on how, not surprised, but like I'm just really excited about it. I think it was
the Wi-Fi was a little glitchy in Hawaii, so bear with it. But
but I can't wait for you guys to listen to it. So thank you for watching After the Island today. Once again, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Nutrafol, BetterHelp, and HelloFresh for their support of our show. Check them out, use our offers, and you can find all the details right in the notes below. Make sure while you're on the chat right now, hit subscribe, give this video a like while you're here. Really helps us out. We love to see it. We love your support. And thank you to the Forever Dog Podcast Network. Remember, you can listen to us via podcast too. Just search for After the Island on your favorite podcast app. And you can follow us. Plug. At Alex Stewart 11, at eWebs 2 Z's, and at After the Island.
So stick around. We're just gonna get out of the way, and then we're going to play the ARIELLE interview right now. So we love you guys. Stay tuned for a few minutes.
Yes, so excited. Awesome.
I'm gonna get up. You can sit.
Okay.
Give them a face to look at.
Yes. Oh, thanks for sticking around, guys. Yeah, so we had to Zoom her in because of all the, time zone things with Hawaii, and it's just better to do the interviews for Zoom. Okay.
Say bye.
Bye.
Arielle's coming.
Arielle's coming.
I'm having my cup of coffee right now, and it's like the best thing ever.
I love to see it.
Okay, we ordered some After the Island mugs. All right, everybody, welcome back to After the Island. I'm Elizabeth.
I'm Alex, and today we have our queen, the Glam Reaper, ARIELLE.
Yes. Welcome.
Let's go.
Wait, I have to ask you a question. Did Zach name me the Glam Reaper?
I
have no idea.
Okay, because I've been asked this question so many times. Like, everyone's like, where did that come from? I'm like, I don't know, but I swear Zach said it in like season 1 and was like, the Glam Reaper.
No, I think he said something about like the prettiest Reaper of bad news I've ever seen, and then someone else edited it then into the glam Reaper. Maybe Matthew Hoffner.
Love it.
But he did start with like the hottest like Reaper of bad news, and then I think Matthew changed it to like glam Reaper.
Oh, maybe it was Matthew. Oh my God. Okay, I've been giving Zach all this credit. He did a little layup though. It's fine. All right.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Matthew took it from there.
I'm so happy to see you guys. I haven't seen you in so long. First of all, you look so gorgeous. So excited you guys have a poppin' podcast. Heck yeah.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, you look great too. We love seeing you come in. We're like, wow, she just gets more and more stunning each episode.
Yes. Your outfits are bomb.
Yes, absolutely crushing it. You play such a critical role to the show, but it's so limited that you can't really get to know all the Islanders that well, and you know they don't really get to know you since you don't have too much contact with them while your filming is going on, and like that's kind of how it was for us too. How do you feel about that? Like, do you wish you could spend more time with them?
Of course I do. I honestly, like, as you know, like the people in this villa and in past seasons or this season, they're there for a reason. They're really cool people. Everybody's personality is so amazing and incredible, and they're just such fun, awesome human beings. And it's like, I want to know more about them personally. I'm like, that's why my favorite episode is the episode that I get to meet everybody and, you know, the OG cast that's there. And I get to go and kind of like get a little bit of insight into their life. But every other time that I come in, I don't have that personal connection as much as the first episode. So like, you know, it's so much fun for me to like, when I first met you guys, I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to like know more about you guys and like see you outside of this experience. You know what I mean? Like it's so much fun, and everybody, they're there for a reason because everybody has great personalities. I'm like, I want to be friends with y'all. So yeah. It's a really cool role that I get to play, but it's also like, get me in there. Like when you guys would play games like at the fire pit, I was like, can I go play with them?
Can I please be a part of this?
It would have been so fun to have you there.
Making out with everyone.
Do you still get to watch the challenges and stuff like you did in season 1 or
no? So like in season 1, I was so lucky because I was so close to the villa, and then you know the challenge stage is right next to it, and so but yeah, we're about, it's like a 30-minute drive or something like that, and especially because of COVID, like I can't leave here and just like go hang. So no, it was so much fun in season 1. I would just like sit on my balcony and watch you guys do stuff.
I know, we'd be like, hey, she is over there like waving, and they'd be like, don't look at her,
judging us in our like paint covered bodies, nude, like.
But it was the best. I was gonna say, I'll never forget like watching the challenge where you guys had to spit food into each other's mouths. I was like, this is A, not okay. B, I was like, I need to save my girls. Like, I gotta go get them.
That's so funny.
I was so pissed.
Yeah, that was really tough for me. Okay,
I want to know about. I know that I'm on your podcast right now, but I want to interview you guys about that experience.
But I wanted to first take it back for a second and ask you kind of like how everything all came about. Like, how were you casted for this role as the host? Were you auditioning for it? What was that whole process like? Like, did they just contact you, or was it like a competitive casting process?
To be honest, like, I don't know how many people they saw, but I know it was like a thing because like Love Island obviously is so big in the UK, and they were bringing it to the US, and so it was definitely like CBS was probably making their rounds being like, who's going to be this person, right? So I feel so lucky and blessed that like I was actually cast to do this role and be here. And but let's see, how did that go down? Well, I first had a meeting with CBS and the producers, and just kind of just getting to know me. I didn't even really know what the exact role was. I was just like, hey, CBS, I'm Arielle Vandenberg. You know what I mean? Like a general type of thing, just showing who I am, my personality. I ended up having such a great connection with everybody over there that I told them my whole love story with Matt, and and they kept asking me about like, oh wait, so how did you go from friends to lovers? And it was like, I got like so deep in this conversation. I'm like, okay, we just became best friends. And then all of a sudden I'm like doing a screen test. And then I had like another screen test. And then it was like, do you want to do the show? I'm like, yes. And that's kind of how it evolved. And now we're in season 3 in Hawaii and I'm living my best life.
Wow. Crazy. Well, speaking of season 3, we wanted to know what's like the one thing you've noticed from starting on season 1, now going through season 2, and now you're on season 3. What's the biggest change you've seen or have gone through?
That's a great question. I feel like the biggest change is probably people feeling more comfortable to like do crazier stuff, right? Like I feel like season 1, which you guys are aware of, it was, everyone was playing it a little bit more safe because it was new. Like it was such a new thing, and like what a nerve-wracking situation to be in, especially for you guys, where it's like you're there, like what are we doing? What is this? Am I gonna find love? Like you're meeting new people, you're totally out of your element. Like that's really scary and such a vulnerable situation to be in, especially like in Fiji of all places. You're like on an island, like you're not in LA. Every aspect to the show is so unique. And so I think the changes that I've seen was, season 1, it was like a little bit like tamer and like playing it safe because no one really knew what was going on. Season 2 was like, oh, we're in Vegas, it's getting a little bit crazier. Now season 3, like I think shit's going down. Like
literally
going on, and I'm like, yo, like this is Love Island. Like this is crazy.
Yeah.
Like I can't even imagine what season 4 is gonna be.
No.
Yeah, us too. We're like, wow, the drama is here and it could not be more entertaining. It is so fun to watch.
It's so fun. But it's also like it's so great because every season is every season is so like this is like the weirdest word to use, but it's like so precious. Like your season, I feel like was just so precious, and then the second season, it had like a little bit more spice, but it was also precious. I don't know why. I think it's just like, oh, I just love it, and I love having all the experiences with like the different islanders and everybody coming in and out, and being able to still know you guys and like be friendly and have all these friends in different places now. It's so weird. I never knew I would like have all these like random friends that live in different cities. It's so cool, Yeah,
the variety is awesome, but also, touching on the evolution of the series, from season to season, Matthew Hoffman's jokes have become so funny. Like he has so much more free range of what he says, and we want to kind of save a lot of that to, hopefully speak to him soon. But what is your interaction like with him filming this season? Is he there with you in Hawaii or?
Well, yeah. Well, unfortunately, because of, the pandemic and stuff last year, we were completely bubbled. I was in Vegas, he was in LA, and same with this season. Excuse me, he's in LA, and he's in his windowless padded booth. I am here on an island just living my best life. And like have fun in your box. But yeah, he's still like serving everything that we deserve over here. I feel like it's so fun to like have him be the narrator. As you guys know, he's just like, he's so funny. It feels like you're watching the show with your best friend. You never feel like you're watching it alone when you watch the show because he's saying everything that you're thinking and then he says it out loud. It's the best. He's incredible.
I love that point you made because that's so true. Like even for the people that watch alone, like they have him.
Yes, like I genuinely like, even if I'm watching alone, you're not just watching the Islanders, do a challenge. He's commenting on it as if you're with whoever would be sitting next to you, like, ew, don't do that, or it's so fun. You're really watching with him. It's so cool.
Yeah, and then you don't feel as bad like not saying it out loud because Matthew said it for you.
He says it for me. Exactly. I have something in my eye. I'm just gonna do this because
fix it.
This is real life, guys. This is real life. Oh my god,
Laura Mercier bronzer.
Oh yeah, yes.
Yeah, I use that one too. I love it. Great.
Oh, it's the best. But really I see it. I see it. It's happening. It's happening. Literally, I've been cutting my bangs every night myself here in Hawaii. Like I'm just like in the mirror cutting them, and they just go straight into my eyeballs.
Next week on Love Island, Arielle shows up with a bowl cut. Like
I just like show up in my bangs here like this. I'm just girl interrupted.
Oh God. Amazing. Well, jumping back into it. So I know you have a few favorite Islanders, obviously me, but I know that you obviously have some favorites, but have you had to get way, way more unbiased as you went throughout the seasons?
I mean, I still have like my girls. Like when I walk in, like I know my girls. Like my girls will look at me and be like, ooh, you know, and I'll give them like a little like, I do have a connection like that with certain people. And that's just a human connection and a human vibe that like is undeniable with certain people, right? Like that just happens. And so like even last season, I loved everybody. Like don't get me wrong, literally every single girl that comes in, I have a great connection with, and the guys too, but like mostly with the girls, I feel like there's like something fun to be like, I got you, you know? But with like last season, Justine, like which I love because she won. I was like, yeah, you know. But Justine, every time I'd come in, she would like do a thing, and I'd be like, and I actually like I could do that with you, Alex, too. Like I'd be like, what? Yes. But I definitely had that with Justine last year and Kirsten from last season too. Like I walk in and they just wink at me, and I'd be like, yes, and you're like, hey, we would just be winking at each other. Like what is that? But it really is just like an unspoken, because I'm not really there with you, you know, I'm like standing like 20 feet away announcing who's going home, but I still like I have that with I had that with you guys too. Like I loved it.
Do you have anyone from this season that you can tell us?
I do. Let's see. So I've only been in twice so far. I haven't like, yes, of course, like actually all of them. But recently, which my last time I went in, I was really doing like the old wink with Cash, and
yes,
which I feel like, I mean, she's so rad. She's just like such a cool chick.
Funny. She's the coolest person ever.
Arielle's approval equals getting a wink.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you ever see me just like twitching on the side, it's because I'm really having a great connection with someone on set.
Speaking of having the great connections, this is a question that was submitted in our poll box by one of our viewers, and it's hilarious. They wrote, how does Arielle hang out with all of these hotties and not have it affect her engagement or marriage?
Literally, I don't know. Like, I don't know how I'm still engaged. I saw Cinco and I was like, I literally, like, my jaw dropped because I hadn't met him yet because he was a bombshell. And so, like, I went in and I was just like, you know, I was making eye contact with everyone, and then I see him, I was like, oh, shit. But, Matt's fine with it. He's all about like me having fun and being an idiot, and like he knows that my heart is always with him, no matter how hot the Islanders are.
Matt's like, I thought he was hot too, so.
Yeah, he did. He's like, Cinco is, he's just like so charming, and so is Will. I mean, all the guys, like Josh, they're all so cute. I'm like,
yes,
obsessed.
They really are.
Wait, if you could couple up, who would you step forward for if you could pick one person to step forward
for? Could it be a bombshell that's already in?
No.
Okay. Josh. I would. Josh.
Oh, with Josh. Yes. Okay.
Josh.
Okay. Yeah.
But I would regret it.
Oh, would you? I don't know. What about you? Who would you step forward?
I am such a sucker for an accent. Like
he wasn't there though.
Will wasn't there either.
Mm-mm.
Oh, come on. I have no idea. Okay, I loved the entrance of Giovanni going down the water slide and catching some air. That was Giovanni, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I would have been like, that was amazing. I'm impressed by funny things
then
like
the bombshells would have come in, and you would have taken Cinco, and you would take Will.
Yep. I would have said, goodbye, Josh. It was very nice knowing you. Speaking of like how you guys have a waterfall and a freaking slide, we're not mad at all. What has been your favorite place to film? Hawaii, Fiji, or Vegas?
Oh my God. They are so different. Like,
yeah.
Really, truly, gosh, I don't know. I'm loving being here right now just because I feel like last year was such a different situation. I mean, Vegas is so fun, right? Like, and it brought like a different energy to the show, which I think is so cool. But being back on an island feels right. Like,
yeah,
so it definitely feels like it's meant to be on an island.
Yeah.
But gosh, Fiji was so cool. It was just like a fun experience. I honestly, I don't know. It's like picking a favorite child. Like where, I don't know.
Yeah.
I love it all, truly.
How's the rain over there?
Yeah, is the rain okay?
It's not bad. So it's actually been nice. Like there's days where it's just bright, sunny, perfect. Some days it like starts off rainy and it breaks out, and it just, the sun breaks out and it hasn't been bad. Which is good.
When you're not in the villa or filming, what do you do with your free time in Hawaii? Have you been able to do any cool excursions while you're there, or like what are you up to while you're not filming?
I just eat white cheddar popcorn in my room. And that's it. What am I doing? Well, we're still in a bubble, so I cannot leave.
Okay.
Got it.
That makes sense.
Oh, I'm kind of just, I'm like an on-call heart surgeon for this show where they're like, you want to go in tonight? I'm like, sure. Yeah. Like, I'm just here waiting to be sent in a beautiful dress.
Well, it's so funny. Do you know the islander that you're sending home when you go in? Do you already know, or they just say it in your ear?
No, they say it in my ear. So depending on the situation, I will know, but most of the time I don't know because nobody really knows. Like sometimes it's, just in the moment it will happen and I'll be just as surprised as the next person. But yeah, I usually, if I have the option of knowing or not, I just choose not to know because I want to
the shock
have
value
my reaction. Yeah, and so I would choose not to know, but sometimes there's, I didn't know who the winners were last time. Like that's fun when you don't know who the winners are, and then they say the person, you're like, Justine and Caleb. Like it's so fun. Yeah.
How do you feel when you're walking in to deliver the bad news?
Sorry, say that one more time.
How do you feel when you're walking in to deliver the news and like send someone home? How is that feeling?
I mean, me, like I'm not a very dramatic person in my normal life, but I do have to come in with like a different vibe of myself, which is weird because I like being happy and I don't like seeing people cry. So I'm always like, shit. But, I mean, it's a fun role, it's like, I got to do what I got to do. And I do have fun with it. I still get to like play a little bit if something happens that's unexpected during the recoupling or something like that. I can still have a vibe of myself, but I definitely have to like hone it in because I giggle and I smile and I'm like, everyone's like crying. I'm like in the corner, all like, remember me? No, okay, you're crying. Got it.
We do love the intense ARIELLE too. We've loved, seeing you and watching you. We get so excited to see you, and we've been so happy to have you come on here today.
Yes, we're so excited.
Questions. It was so awesome being able to talk to you and have you on After the Island. We really appreciate you taking the time.
We love you so much.
I love you guys. I literally was so excited. I was like, yes, I want to do their podcast. I freaking love them.
Yes.
So fun. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, of course. Yes. Thank you for coming on. We'll have to get you like later in the season when more juicy stuff comes on.
Of course.
Let's do it.
All of our viewers too, we're gonna link Arielle's socials down below, so go give her a follow on Instagram and where else. She's great, super funny, hilarious videos all the time. And thank you again so much for coming.
Yeah, we love you. Good luck.
Bye. Okay, I miss you.
I miss you so much, Mom.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Should I leave or?